Welcome back. Last time we did end up defeating our first boss in this nicely destroyed room. It was a totally different experience than the first time that I played. They have introduced some upstairs areas and some areas in the back here. I also noticed when I was going around off camera that here is a vent which leads inside here. So you don't have to hack the door here. I used one of those automatic hacking devices to get in. I had two, wasted two actually if you look at it now, but in the end we were able to defeat the boss by using the turrets. And now we know that we have to go to Shanghai and we have to meet a person in some building. That's all I remember. So let's have a look what's in store for us. Elevator. And have a look where we are, and we are back where we first started. We went through there. Why didn't I go through that door in the first place? No. Is this guy anything new? Okay, he had nothing. It was a waste of time. Let's use the helicopter.
You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Ready as ever.
Yeah, take us back to Sarif Industries.
None too soon if you ask me. Strap in and hold on.
Okay.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Sarif first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
Okay, so we will have to meet with Pritchard. Does she has to say anything?
Can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit.
Okay, nothing special.
So
here is our office, and we will meet Pritchard. I thought it was in his office that I needed to be. Yeah, here he is.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access, and was streaming a lot of data through it, shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Oh, the plot thickens. Maybe the boss himself has to do something with the attack. And if that is true, then can't draw a weapon. Okay, then I can't threaten Sarif until let him tell the truth. But don't worry, we will find out anyway. I really thought I could draw a weapon in here, apparently not. Probably the game doesn't want you to kill anybody here inside. Hello.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarah's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go. What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern.
Always
Mr.
gonna stay
Taggart,
cool.
But it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist,
Else I wouldn't have those
Mr.
glasses.
Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
Let's question him a
I'm
bit.
curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
I was kind of not paying attention what he was saying, so it must not have been important at all. Hello.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us...
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Was very bold. To have a talk with Sarah.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now. But he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Ooh, we can question him. Let's see. Of course, you're right, and maybe Pritchard's paranoia is rubbing off on me. And it's just that the time seemed so strange right before you hired me. Don't you think it might be more than a coincidence? Or I want to believe me. I want to catch this guy as badly as you do.
Adam, are we done here?
No, I'm still reading, please. I don't read that fast. But that bridge is responsibly... I really can't read, but... but that bridge is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to. Or we choose for defend, and there goes...
So, I guess we understand each other now.
No, I'm still reading. You went behind my back on this one, boss. With all due respect, you hired me to keep this place secure. But I can't do that if you are not 100% straight with me. I think this one is the most correct one. Let's just refocus it on the problem itself.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. The truth is, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. I'm trying to secure a future here for all of mankind. I can't let trivial security concerns get in the way when people like Bill Taggart want to see me fail. No, you're my best warrior, Adam. And I trust you. I know the loyalty you've shown me will only continue as we take this fight into the future. Because that's what's really important, isn't it? The future.
Whoa, don't get me wrong, boss. I'm not questioning your leadership, I'm just concerned that the data you streamed might have been compromised. Accessed by the hacker who attacked us? If so, how do you suggest I handle it? Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here.
Adam,
And there goes my text again.
are we done here?
No, we're not. I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was that data stream in case our enemies accessed it. I think I've proven myself today, and the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the man who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
So, I guess we understand each other now.
I guess. Let's go for
I think I
defense.
proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
First of all, I wasn't questioning your integrity. And don't you think you're being just a little bit paranoid here?
No.
You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy, plain and simple. I realize you
So I
lost
have
more than most
a clear
of us that
indication
day,
that I went for the wrong
but I can't have you
option here.
overreacting like this. Questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you. Can't you just leave it at that?
No, she's dead. Megan? Boss? What does Megan have to do with this? I thought we were discussing a security breach. Or boss. I've never meant to imply... Look, I'll back off. If that's what you want. But when you start dragging Megan into this, it kinda puts me on the defensive.
Adam, are we done here?
We already had that question 3 times. No, we're not. With all due respect, sir, I'm trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do, and even brought me back a month early for that. for tonight. But it feels like you're getting in the way, especially when you start bringing Megan into this. Oh, I don't think this is definitely not the right option. Maybe this one?
So, I guess we understand each other now.
Yeah, we might understand each other, but we're not done yet. Ooh, difficult decision. Okay, so I think this is my best option. Refocus.
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
We were. She doesn't. I mean, Adam, you're missing the point. If I'm reluctant to share the data with you, it's because there's legal issues involved. Every company has its secrets, son. And Megan's research was a big part of ours. But the data I streamed has nothing to do with her. It wasn't even proprietary in nature, so I don't want you wasting any more time harping on it. The shareholders expect me to take care of it, and I will. So leave it to me to deal with from here.
How about no? Boss, I'm sorry if you think this is a big waste of time. I just don't want to see anyone else getting hurt because of information I didn't have. If you really believe this data couldn't hurt us, that it won't come back somehow and bite us in the ass, then I'll trust you. That's like definitely not the right answer. So never go for placate.
Adam, are we done here?
Almost. I am sure of it now. I'd like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street. And the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think you, who isn't trusting me? Why, boss? What is it you're afraid to tell me? That's actually a good option. Was 6 months ago?
So, I guess we understand each other.
Almost, yes, almost. Was 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure that they don't endanger us again. I think this one is the best option if after reading it. Oh my god.
So, I guess we understand each other now.
Almost.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
Adam, I didn't mean to imply... You're right, okay? You're right. I really shouldn't keep this information from you. I just hope you'll understand why I did. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Ooh, let's have a look at those emails. And we get the achievement, yes boss. So, I am sure I screwed up one of the conversation options, but in the end we were still able to get it, so all is fine. Now let's have a look at the emails that were sent to us on our computer. Actually, I also could first talk to Seraph then go check the emails. I think, unless it instantly sends us to Shanghai. That's our computer. Oh, here, confidential. Okay. Oh. Okay. Walter Jensen. So that's an entire background of us. Now we know. We knew more about ourselves.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Okay, time to go back to Sarif. I think it's what we need to do. Let's have a quick look on the map. I am there. Yeah, need to go to Sarif. So after all, the emails weren't that impressive. They're just more background to us, what happened. So we can just don't worry about them and talk to
Here,
Sarah.
this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Okay, time to go to Farida and go to the shopper. I'll meet you there. Go, here is the chopper, and that will bring us to our new destination, new city to
Hey,
explore.
Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Oh, it's
Used to
Hangsha,
live
not
there.
Shanghai.
I spent 3, maybe
My bad.
4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I am ready.
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. You might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. We're supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hangshaw Court Gardens? It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Perfect new city to explore. And we directly go to... we directly get the quest that we have to investigate a penthouse. Actually, I want to first visit the Sarif clinic, which I have totally no idea where it is exactly in the city.
Hey, do you know how to get
Hello.
to the
I'll meet you there in front of it, so I'll probably have to search for a long time. Okay, we're right in front of the limb clinic. Thank God they have road signs. Road signs are the best invention ever. Hello.
Lim International welcomes you. Your preferred client? Select what you want from computer.
Okay, now that we can buy some more praxis points. I made sure before I started the main quest in Detroit that I had 10,000. So I instantly could buy these 2 practice points.
You're very welcome, sir.
All this this playthrough to get these 3 achievements requires me to have a lot of practice points, so I'm maximizing the XP gain as much as possible. So with us being arrived in the new city, we got a new objective to investigate what is happening in one of the penthouses here, which is something we will do next time, or probably maybe if we find some side quests we will do the side quests first, but yeah, I'm gonna call it an episode here. So I'll wish you a very nice day, and I will see you next time.